So far we have seen until shloka number 12. Today we will have a quick look at shloka number 13. um, in yesterday's shloka, Patanjali Maharishi said, what is the source of these 5 impurities, right? And today um, he is going to talk about what happens if where it is going to take us, all these things, okay, all these impurities. So let us have a quick look at it. So the shloka goes like this: Sati mule tat vipako jati ayur bhoga. I'll repeat once again. Sati mule tat vipako jati ayur bhoga. Sati means existing, or being here, or existing here, or being in present. Mule. Mula, yesterday we saw Mula, the word Mula, right? That is Klesha Mula, we have seen. The source of all the kleshas. Now, Sati Mule is the existing roots. The root is nothing but the 5 roots of the 5 kleshas that we saw yesterday. So Sati Mule Tat Vipako. Tat means that, and Vipaka is nothing but the fruit or the result, or these roots are already there and they mature. Okay, and how they mature? They mature into 3 things: Jati, Ayur, Bhoga. Okay, so what is Jati? Jati is nothing but the birth, and not just birth, but the type of birth. The type of birth is like it could be um, the human being, birth into human being, or birth into any of these animals, trees. It could be anything. So the jati, the type of birth, is dependent on these sati mule, that is those 5 afflictions or 5 kleshas. And also he says jati ayur bhoga. Ayur is nothing but the length of the life itself. Ayusha, ayur, is nothing but a span of life. Okay, and bhoga is nothing but the experience in that life. Okay, so this root will fusion into or manifest into these 3 things: jati, ayur, bhoga. That is type of life we are going to take, and the span of life we are going to take, and the experience we are going to have in that life is result of these the afflictions that we have created with our actions. And yesterday we saw the all karmashaya, klesha mula is dependent on the karmashaya. Klesha mula is nothing but the source of these afflictions. 5 afflictions that we saw is actually source of the actions, that is karmashaya. Karma is action and ashaya is the reservoir, like Jalashaya is one of the word, like a Jalashaya is nothing but a water reservoir, a big dam. So it is the dam of all the karmas. It all it is leading to the those five afflictions, and these five afflictions, whatever we are creating in our life because of our actions, is leading to these three uh, things: jati, ayur, bhoga. So that is my understanding. If you would like to add anything, please feel free.
Yeah, we will make sure that everybody also participates. So feel free to participate. Whoever wants to share, raise your hand, and we'll choose one or two people, and then we'll 5:54 on alarm rings. We'll stop and then get ready to wind up. So yeah, Tarina Chika.
So mine's a question. So the results, you know, the three results, is it referring to the next life? So when you could be born as any of those things.
Yes, that is right. It is about the next life, and also we need to understand that whatever actions we have taken, right now we have the type of birth, we have chosen the type of parents, we are experiencing whatever we are experiencing in this life is also because of the actions what we have taken so far until in this life, and also in the past life as well.
Okay, so yeah, so it's both the actions you're taking in this life.
We are building those karmashaya. Right now we are taking actions. Right now we are taking action.
There's a very interesting statement in English, Trinaji. I am what I am today. I am what I am today because what I was yesterday. I will be what I am tomorrow because what I am today. Makes sense.
Mm.
It sounds a bit twist of words, but I'm today what I was yesterday. I'll be tomorrow what I am today.
Yeah. Saji, you have something?
Yeah. On this one, there, it's like you know, the Big Bang, and then there was light, right? So here, what I'm hearing is, for us, the Big Bang was the ego. Then there was the ego, and then we're doing everything like, you know, that there was a separation, and then the fruits of the ego were created, and now we're kind of reversing back to what was it like just before the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Like, but it's almost like we needed to have all of that ignorance. We need to have all of that for there to be something else.
Yes, it is all part of evolution.
Yeah,
we are part of evolution. We are part of bigger plan.
Yeah, because otherwise we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be talking right now. We wouldn't be doing this practice had it not. So that it's kind of like a dual thing, you know. In the one sense, there is that sort of identity that, you know, and then the other sense is the other side.
Yeah,
it's like for anything good, there has for good to exist, there has to be a meaning of bad for the other side, and it's just the stages or the levels that you go to. So in this sort of thing, yeah,
and the ego is one of the afflictions out of 5 afflictions. We saw like avidya, asmita. Asmita is nothing but ego. Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. 5 afflictions we saw, and avidya is nothing but lack of knowledge. Asmita, ego. Raga is attachment or clinging to things. Aversion is dvesha is aversion. Abhinivesha is nothing but fear of death or fear of losing something or fear of losing the identity. These are the 5 kleshas. And these 5 kleshas will lead to this. Again, it is like a karmashaya. We do karma, and we are building these 5 kleshas, and these 5 kleshas leading to certain level, certain karma again. And again, we are building this. This is going on, and this will result into these 3 things. What are the 3 things? We saw jati, ayur, bhoga. These are the 3 things will result into. And this jati again lead to certain kind of actions, certain kind of afflictions. It is like a cycle. Let's say, I was born into a dog, okay, a very arrogant dog. Dog doesn't have knowledge; it has instinct. Like if somebody smells smells something or smells somebody, it takes immediately certain actions. It's the instinct. It will work on the instinct, no thought there. Like it will bark or bite or wag the tail and keep jumping around. It is all instinct. Snake, for example, just put a foot on the snake by mistake, it will only hit. It is an instinct. So with that instinct, with whatever, again we take certain actions there, and some good actions, some bad actions, and all that. Again we take birth in the human being, and we carry those instincts, and we also, like if if I was a snake, I'll bite. If I was a dog, I will keep barking. We see those kind of characters around us, and we have been there as well ourselves, knowingly or unknowingly. Once we got that knowledge, we probably started slowing down ourselves, observing ourselves, and this practice was going to make us more and more aware of those things. It's funny and interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, Urmila ji, Aruna ji, you have any questions or anything to add? We are it's 5:55. So if you also have questions, please feel free to ask or type in the chat box also. We want everybody to get involved, discuss, practice freely. Don't think the Uma Kanji has got all the knowledge only. We don't know so much, so we can't speak. No, don't think like that. You can feel free to ask questions, and he might be able to answer also.
No, let me correct
discussions.
Jayanti ji. Let me correct Jayanti ji. I come across as that, but I'm not.
No, that is your
I just speak my heart out. That's all.
Yeah.
Because you're a lovely bunch of nice people, and I take the liberty of talking to you because I do know you understand
really
right, straight.
Yeah, contributing is such a great thing, and I am telling if I am one of the person, if I was used to be there in that place, I will not raise my hand. If there are people who are like a very knowledgeable person, who I will not do it. But
I'm not knowledgeable.
I'm telling everybody,
I'm
feel free to raise and ask question.
Thing is, see, we will keep discussing, and inside that, everybody get value out of it. Yeah, we will keep discussing. Even though
only one thing I want to say, Saji, in Sanskrit, in this thing, there's nothing like opposite word. This opposite word is a typical English thing: good, bad, good, wicked, good, evil. But all we have is wisdom, lack of wisdom, knowledge, lack of knowledge. That way I say avidya, vidya. So aklesha, aklesha. So I have the knowledge, but do I have the wisdom? So I have the knowledge, no knowledge. So we don't have the negative things in Sanskrit. So that's the beauty of Sanskrit language.